Okay, so this week for my vlog, I'm just gonna do a close reading of a sentence in Push, but I'm going to utilize our free reign just a little bit and not completely stay within the sentence. So my sentence is on page 137 in chapter 4, and it says, "I got poems, a son, friends." So I'm going to analyze this sentence by the characterization method, I guess you could say, because when I read this sentence, it really, it was like all of the things that Precious has achieved so far in the novel were in that one sentence. Because when she says got, it's like she could be saying it like possessive, like I have this, but she could also be saying like I got it, like she worked for it and she achieved it and she earned it. So when she says I got poems, she's like, when she says poems, she's also referring to like her newfound literacy that she has now, which is also her means of expressing herself and working through the trauma that she's suffered through thus far in her life. And even more than that, it's poetry is something that she's good at, and like her friends and Miss Rain and everybody has said that to her, which I think is important development because she recognizes that she's good at it. Like, especially when you compare that to earlier when everyone's going around and saying like what they're good at, and she's like, oh, I'm not good at anything. But now she knows like she's good at poetry. So the second thing she says is a son, and obviously this is referring to Abdul. But more than that, Abdul is he is her second chance, kind of like we discussed in class. And I think that you can really tell this because she doesn't say like she has a daughter. So by just mentioning Abdul in this case, you can tell that the fact that Abdul is healthy and that she cares for him is something that she finds really, really important. Because as she's caring for him and helping him grow and reading to him, teaching him the alphabet and all that stuff, it's proving that she's doing something right and something valuable. So finally, Precious says, I got friends. And when Precious is saying, I got friends, this is probably the most direct of the three things that she now has. So when Precious says she's got friends, she's referring to obviously Jermaine and like all the other people in her class that she can now go to for support and advice, and like she just generally knows that these people care for her and they have her back and everything. Like before, there would have been nobody that she would have told that she has HIV, but now she's with this group of people who care about her, and like she can cry around them, and like she just knows that they're there for her. And that by itself is it is something that she achieved, but it's also signifying like that she never had anyone like that before. The only people she ever really talked to, it was really just her mother, and Lord knows that she wasn't a friend. So altogether, this sentence, I got poems, a son, friends, it's just showing the things that are most important to Precious and what she's most proud of. And I think that's obviously those things are pretty important to her character.